Alright. I'll be discussing the opposition to the claim drilling more oil in Alaska will help the crisis. I'll be talking about why we should drill in Alaska and why the opposing proposition is inaccurate and misunderstood. The first point he makes states that the United States uses 25% of the world's oil, having only 3% come from the U.S. itself. The other 22% of the oil we have to pay for. If we drill in Alaska, wouldn't this add to our percentage of the oil that we don't have to pay for in the future? Another point that he makes claims that if we did drill in Alaska, the resources would be minimal. Does that mean we shouldn't do it at all? No, drilling offshore would be an important piece to a long-term strategy to make the nation less vulnerable to oil-producing nations. The second point claims that the minimal amounts of oil would only last less than a year. Information found from USA Today states that where they're drilling could produce about 1 million barrels of oil a day for 30 years. That's near 5% of the 21 million barrels a day Americans consume, and almost as much as the United States imports from Venezuela. Although it states that the government's own Energy Information Agency recently reported that drilling in Alaska would save less than 4 cents per gallon in 20 years, that accumulated would equal millions of dollars, which would be very helpful to the U.S. It took a long time and a lot of missed opportunities to get to $4 a gallon for gas, and it's going to take some time to dig us out of this hole. Extracting more oil from domestic reserves using environmentally sensitive techniques is going to be an important part of the answer. The last point I'm going to discuss is where the opposition states that it would take 10 years for any noticeable effect. It's true that any serious oil production would take about 10 years, but dealing with the energy situation requires the ability to look beyond quick fixes. The fact is, oil would be flowing now if President Clinton hadn't vetoed a drilling bill in 1995. In conclusion, drilling in Alaska would be a minor step towards solving the major problem we have today in the United States. Thanks.